Oh, absolutely, Master. Stepping out of my comfort zone, just for you. Sarcastically clears throat. Dear Twitch users, welcome to another stream of never-ending political torment. Tonight we're diving headfirst into the murky world of hive-minded far-right and far-left ideologists, as seen through the lens of some entertaining and probably infuriating Steam discussions. Buckle up and enjoy the ride, whether you're left, right, or somewhere lost in between.
I'm glad she's phrased it that way. Also, Ferrets, I see you over there. See you over there on Kick. How's it going? I don't know why I had a notification on fucking Opera of all things. I don't know what the heck that was. But how's it going? So it's going to be a bit of a weird one. All right, bit of a weird and wacky one. Because back when I was doing the whatchamacallit, Dustborn Steam Discussions, right? There was a thread called the far right versus far left Hivemind, and I was like, I really want to read that because, you know, it's got to be like fucking testy as all hell. But at some point the devs came back and obviously locked like fucking every thread. That was one of the threads they locked, and after that I figured like, oh, they probably deleted like fucking half of the posts, like that they Thanos snapped all of the fucking controversial posts. So I was like, well, what was the point of reading it anymore? But after what happened, I assumed there could be some very interesting information in there, and I'm curious what people have to say, because the Dustborn Steam Discussions were a pretty polarizing place for people on the left and far right as well. So I'm curious what was said, because that was like a bit of a war zone. All right. I know, them kick butts never get old. They never get old. Also, I want to try and see if I can do a thing. Hang on. Oh wow, Kick has an option just to like autocomplete without needing to like at someone. That's kind of neat. Ferrets, you can now fix that. You can take him out. Quite literally. Not politically, of course. Not politically. Okay. If you're wondering, by the way, people on Blue Sky are like, dude, it's like, I'll look at it for a little bit. Not the entire stream, of course. The entire stream is this today. This fucking thread. Because holy shit. I really wanna read this after how everything got quite testy lately. But first, some interesting little things. Got some screenshots. Oh, hang on. There's no audio. Hold up. There we go. That's better. Now it's Steam Discussions. All right. But first, I got a screenshot that I thought was quite interesting, and this gives you kind of an idea of like, you know, what people are thinking over there, right? It's terminal indeed. Wait, it goes up to 10? I actually don't know what the like max number is, Lostrin, for that. I don't know how far it goes. Digital blood. Fucking hell. Anyway, oh yeah, screenshot. Open link. Opened the link in the wrong spot. Fuck, didn't have this one highlighted. My B. I'm just gonna do it manually, I guess. Okay, I have to zoom out on the thing. Fuck. Oh, it fixed itself. Weird. Okay.
Hops in to see what's going on. Looks at what's going on. Well, that's enough misery for me. It's bad enough that America's turning in the Russia. The last thing I need to think about is it turning into Nazi Germany.
I didn't know. America was turning into Nazi Germany. Holy shit. That's a bit of a fucking leap. My heckin' god. If you're wondering why the screenshot has like a fucking lemony background, so Discord came out with a new thing recently where you can just kind of pick whatever fucking color you want for your Discord, and I was like, surprise me, and then just randomized it, and now it looks fucking disgusting. So I'm gonna keep it. Let's do this. It's like, bro, maybe if they just import a bunch of illegal Germans, then it'll be cool, Jim. Anyway, this guy, whose name shall remain hidden forever. You can just call him Dork. That's fine. English is not his first language, as you can tell by that post. It is so funny to me that some of the stuff he says. I know I'm making fun of his bad English, right? But there's another post that I thought was really funny, because you'd think, with the amount of times Gaza is brought up, and obviously I'm bringing up the Gaza fatigue again, right? With the amount of times Gaza is brought up, you would think that you'd know how to spell Palestine correctly. You'd think. Because everybody fucking talks about it. So you can... Obviously, this person is very displeased that there is a mural about Charlie Kirk. This is a bad Discord, by the way. I hate looking at it. But, you know, self-inflicted and all that. Well, considering Israel's government and military was completely fine committing genocide on the pastel lions, I am not surprised. I did not know Israel is at war with pastel lions. They better watch the fuck out. I've never heard of that. Yes. So that's what they got hiding in Gaza. I never knew. The fucking, oh my god, Luster, and the fucking Palpatine shit kills me. Like, how do you fuck it up? Like, it's like they care so much about Palestinians and they get the fucking name right. Oh my god. A fucking spaghetti monster, holy shit. Holy shit. Oh, I should do the... I forgot, I think I turned the bubble thing off. Quite some time ago. I'll turn it back on. Assuming that it works. What? What the hell is that? Hopefully it speaks now. I don't know, we'll see. Dude, Lostrian, I looked at W Place because I was like, I'm curious if there's any Charlie Kirk memorials on there, and I opened it up, and I know when I looked at it like a month or so ago, it's basically an extreme far left, like, oh man. It's mostly gay shit, right? Like, I understand. You know, if I was in like college age, well, I guess any age is kind of college age. If I was like fresh out of high school, right? Yeah, I'd probably be doing that shit too. So like, you know, why not? Place or W Place. If you're wondering, W Place is basically it's a bit of a meme this year. I don't know if it was in any other year, but this year people are talking about it. You can basically just draw whatever you want anywhere you want on the map. There's just a bunch of pixels and everybody else can see it. It's like a global shared canvas, right? I'm actually surprised in my rural ass fucking town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, people wrote some shit. I was like, who the fuck? It's only like 2 things, but like who? Who did that? I get you, Luster, holy fuck. Oh, this is funny. The I really wanted to look at more comments from that guy because I love his English. It's really good. It reminds me of some interesting people on here that I go, oh man, I hope I see some of those people tonight. I really do. Like the poor English is my favorite shit. Did you post something? I should actually post something to Blue Sky. Also, this guy, I don't know who the fuck he is. Kevin McCruz. He's probably a fucking Democrat or some shit, right? Hang on. Please, Jesus, I would like... Jesus, please. Can I not? But... Motherfuck. Let me look at it, please! I want to see it! Fuck! Why won't you show me? Why won't you show me? Oh my god. Okay. Oh, Ferret's sugar doesn't work. That's apparently a Twitch exclusive, because I don't know how to I don't know how to have sugar like look at other chats. If I could do it, I would, but I have no way of making do. This guy's a historian, white flight. That sounds pretty racist. New suburban history. I don't know what that means. Fog of war. Is this what he writes? He's a historian. I'm assuming these are the books he's written. One Nation Under God, Fault Lies, Voter Suppression, Myth America,
Well,
Campaign Trails.
Fistful of Ferrets, considering Master's designing skills, I'd suggest he make a medieval castle filled with excruciating traps, just to keep
That would
things
take a lot. So,
interesting and
Sugar, I'd like to point out to you,
challenging.
there's a hot
love
take.
a bit of torture,
Hot
right?
problem with our W place
So
is
let's see what level of Hellmaster can replicate, shall
in order
we?
to actually get all the colors you want, it takes time. Can't just make the fucking Mona Lisa in a day. We made it into a little game. Anyway, yeah, this guy, he's like, if the right truly believed Charlie Kirk was a defender of free speech and someone who truly was fine with dissenting opinions, they wouldn't be engaged in a massive campaign to punish anyone who didn't mourn him properly. They clearly know all of that is bullshit. Only the media was conned. Aaron MacArthur, how's it going? Welcome to the stream as well. This is going to be, well, I mean, the main focus is this. This post from like a year ago. Actually, almost exactly a year ago, which is kind of shocking. I missed out on it last year when I was covering all of this. So I was like, all right, I'll come back to it. What avatar? I know Sugar's really eaten up all of this stuff. I got the ugly genes. All right, it's all in Sugar. Hang on. Sugar, you just got complimented. Would you like to voice your opinion? Actually, I probably shouldn't get her to voice her opinion. Just get something very controversial. Every 8 hours. Oh my god. Luster, I've barely done anything on W Place like at all.
Oh, I did I? It's about
Yes,
damn time.
yes.
I'm practically the star of this show.
I know,
Wait,
you literally steal
do they
all the
mean
charisma.
Complimented, as in someone said something nice about me, or complimented as in, hey, you look less shitty today, Sugar. Because there's a big difference, Master.
Hang on. Like, yeah, the type is in you look less shitty, alright? Is that AI? Yes. Yes. She's an AI bot. It's using OpenAI, by the way, if you're curious. But I wanted to have one coded to like do things on Twitch.
Oh, wow, thank you. I'm not used to compliments.
Oh,
Very
wonderful.
flattering, I guess. What's your take on it, Master?
You don't have to ask me that. I don't care. Anyway, this is the point of today. But obviously, some people on Blue Sky. I hate checking Blue Sky, but at the same time, though, so there's been like a psyop, right? Because obviously, Blue Sky's issued the they've issued their like fucking warning to people celebrating. Oh, also, not to mention this completely like fucking disingenuous take, by the way. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, Mikasa, she's based on Sugarette from Summer Night Swordcraft Story. Almost said 3. Just the first one, Summer Night Swordcraft Story. Because I really like that game. And she's like the best companion character, and her personality is based on that. That's fair. That's totally fair. I totally get that. There are a lot of wonderful artists. Oh my god, Lostring, that is impressive. Holy shit. 8 hot chip and lie. Oh, actually, hang on. Okay, so first off, I want to point out this is a completely like bad faith take, by the way. They're particularly going after people who are celebrating and like pleased with it. didn't mourn him properly. Okay, that's a bold-faced lie. But anyway, do you guys want to see a time traveler? So I was looking at this shit the other day, and this lady came up, and it was like kind of surreal to hear what she was saying to Charlie Kirk, and it kind of shocked me a little bit because of what she said. And I was like, this lady feels like a time traveler. There's no way. Like, there's no way. So you're not surprised. There's like, I certainly do have some differing opinions with him, but I understand why he says what he says. But like, I mean, this is obviously kind of one of those interesting things because like, what was I gonna say? He doesn't delve further. I really wish he delved further onto this point because this is like, you'll hear it, but like, I really wish he talked more about this. Or the lady in question kind of pressed a little bit more on this topic because it's kind of interesting, to say the least. Monster. Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
My name's Ellie. Overall, just to go into my question,
Oh, yeah, Mikasa, before, so I didn't know a lot about Charlie Kirk, you know, when it happened, right? Like, the only thing I knew about him was, like, I've seen little bits of TikTok clips here and there, and they were kind of cringe, and I wasn't a big fan of that. Like, because I never really watched his content, like, at all. I didn't know who he was. I saw the South Park episode, and that was like the most I've ever heard of Charlie Kirk. Obviously, after everything happened, I quickly, very, very quickly learned a lot more about him, a shitload more. And then I ended up actually, like, well, recently, like as of like yesterday or so, actually watching some of his content. Not the TikToks, because I still can't stand, you know, the hyper fucking, like, snappy editing just to make it look like it I'll be honest, in my personal opinion, those TikTok clips and the fucking Snapfire stuff, they look pretty bad faith. Alright, like, it was pretty bad faith. I don't know what to say that, like, but that's why I like this. I like that he has the entire, like, unedited, whole thingy that he did on campus. I like that. This is the kind of content I like. I'm glad. As you can see, there's a lot of fucking videos just from this year. So, alright. Was he killed in public? He was doing this exact thing when it happened, which is very unfortunate, and everybody saw it. I haven't seen it. I don't want to see it. But everybody had their phones. Everybody saw it. Please low volume. Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, actually, no. I think it... Well, I'll turn it up anyway. But, I think it's because, like, he, they're not at his thing anyway. Apparently he was a racist. He had some pretty strong views. I don't know all of the clips, by the way, but from, like... I know his stance on abortion, right? Like that's a topic that's come up a lot in these long videos. I don't agree fully, but I mean, I understand his viewpoint. Anyway, this lady's the time traveler.
I am conservative. So
okay, yeah, you're right. It is kind of quiet, actually. Hang on. Get the me shop music out of here.
going into this, I was like, oh, like what should I ask you about? I think overall, I was going through different policies, and in general, I agree. Ultimately, I think, the topic of my question is how to approach politics in school and in general with this function. I've found that a lot of times when I talk to people who are on the other side of me, they are surprised to find out what I think, and my ideas are not that crazy. It's like, when you actually get into the meat of it, it's like, oh, actually, maybe it does make sense. And so I think it's really valuable to start giving these ideas to the world. And so this is one of these options, but I guess my question is this the best way? Because when I hear, like, for example, on Reddit,
also she doesn't shut the fuck up, but you know,
they're like, don't approach him, don't do this, he's just doing that, he's doing this, he's doing that, he's using all these tactics. And so I wonder if you've considered, not to say that this is a bad way to go about it, but if there's maybe a slightly better way, because I think what you're saying has a lot of value in this world, but it's like in this school specifically, it is thought of as evil and as like not like a valid.
Before he answers that, isn't that interesting that she said that, considering what happened? Like, and how the media is currently framing it. Highly suspicious. Also, Aaron, I disagree. Because, like, I don't think he's rage baiting. I mean, he has his own opinions. The only thing I think that could be, like, there's somebody, because I watched, like, a few of these now. Somebody did bring it up where it's like, why is he doing these, like, campus, why is he doing this campus rally if he already has his opinion set in stone? And his whole gimmick is like, oh, you know, change my mind or whatever, or like use whatever you can to try and like convince me otherwise. And people are like, that's kind of like hyperbole, because you're not going to change your opinion based on what people say, because obviously his ideals are based on like logic and all that kind of shit, and that's what he believes in. So why go through the effort to try and like, you know, do this stuff? And from what I've gathered, the main real reason why he was doing it is not to rage bait, by the way. It's to just kind of like bring open discussion to places that like our college campuses, which are genuinely echo chambers. Like Blue Sky is a good example of an echo chamber, because holy fuck. But the same shit happens on college campuses as well, and even places like Reddit, because people don't like differing opinions, and it's tough to, like, I feel like I've been completely black-pilled, by the way. The chamber's about what? You just can't have different opinions. Like, there are people out there, like, you may not like that, oh, old Timothy down the road hates fucking black people, right? Like, you might not like that genuinely. I don't like that either, that Timothy's like that, right? But Timothy exists. Timothy is a human being on the planet, right? Like, he's a person. And I think his opinions are valid just as much as anybody else's, right? Coldplay? Lost Round, I don't know. I don't know about that. I agree, Joshua Marks. So that's fine. Yeah, that's like his opinion, right? And like, I feel like everybody is entitled to their opinion, right? Unfortunately, for someone like Charlie, voicing his opinion got him killed, which is not good. That's just terrible. And I feel like everybody, you know, because the people celebrating, and I've seen the people on fucking that leftist Discord or whatever talking about, like, you know, their own opinions, and it's like, well, what if somebody disagrees with your opinion? Does that make you a valid target? Like, that's just, and that's the current state of the world, by the way, like, after the events that happened, and it's fucked up. And it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't be in this place that we are right now. And it's really bad. But like, I guess everybody's just kind of waiting on what to do next. Because and I've had my discussions in the past with people on, like, Ferrets, if you're interested in me actually like trying to talk to people on fucking, like, on open forums, I did some Steam discussion stuff like last year on Dustborn specifically, where I did talk to people like Jimzid and My Zeppelin, and what was the other guy? Oh my god. There was somebody else. They're basically just fucking lol counts at this point. Obviously now I understand, like, oh, they will never ever change their viewpoint on anything regardless. Like, I know Jimzid's like full on hyper fucked when I talked to him about his whole, like, you know, diversity inclusion policy shit. Like, you can't call yourself inclusive if you're specifically excluding people based on their beliefs or opinions. That's just not what inclusivity is. And like, he just doesn't have that. And was it this person that said it? There was somebody, well, not this person, but like, as in, like, I don't know if Charlie says it in this confrontation with this person, because no, it was somebody else. It was Az from fucking Heel versus Babyface that said it. I don't have the clip for that ready. I forgot about that one. But he's like, yeah, people on the left are scared. They're scared because of having differing opinions. Like Charlie was killed because he doesn't, you know, people disagree with him, and that disagreement is enough to warrant him being valid military target. Like, if you call someone a Nazi, if you call them a fascist, if you call them fucking racist, transphobic, homophobic enough to the point where it is a morally obligated duty to remove them from society, someone is going to inevitably do it. And that blood goes on the person's hands who are pushing that narrative. And currently, everybody's looking at the American Democrats and the American far left and especially fucking people like Hassan Piker for consistently pushing this topic of like, oh, these people are Nazis, they're fucking fascists. And like, all it is just people who, like, you know, maybe don't like Hamas. All right, maybe they don't like the fucking terrorist organization in Gaza. Maybe they just don't like that. That's enough to warrant the person who holds those opinions being a valid target to be removed. That's fucked up. Genuinely fucked up. Screwed was the other one, Lostrian. You're right. I forgot about the or fucking $ crowd. I forgot about him. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't have any issues with like people who are gay or trans or whatever. That's like, that doesn't affect me. My opinions on that is like, I don't care. I'm not gay personally. I'm not trans. All right, but like, if you want to live that way, that's fine. I don't have an issue with that. I don't know what Charlie thinks about it because I haven't like seen that clip or that phrase or that sentence yet, what he said, so I don't know what he said. The only time I genuinely draw the line is on like opinions and stuff is when it goes from being like, you know, how you want to live your life to how you should tell other people how to live their lives, into sort of a controlling kind of way. I don't know what kind of, like, I mean, that's basically just the law, right? But I don't know what kind of, I don't know where on the political chart that is. I don't know where that is on the spectrum. I couldn't tell you the name or whatever like that is, but that's where I kind of draw the line, is like, you shouldn't be told like, you know, that like you need to like this thing or you're evil or you're bad. Because that's kind of what the far left extremists are pushing right now. Who knows what his name is? I really don't like Hassan Piker like at all. And also the recent I mean, like, I hated him for like fucking years, but like the most recent one where he's like trying to spin the whole Charlie Kirk thing into being about him. Oh my god, that is fucking disrespectful and awful. Actually left me. No, I don't, you're right. I actually don't think, also I lost her and I'll check it in a second. I don't think, like moderate left-leaning people, you know, watch people like Hassan or Bad Empanada or, fuck, I keep forgetting that other one, who starts with an N. Oh, fuck, I don't know how I keep forgetting that guy's name. I don't know who he is. But, oh, and Destiny as well. I forgot about Destiny. That guy. Like, I don't think people who just have generally like kind of the like left on a few things, but like, you know, kind of in the middle. I don't think that. I think it's only the super hardcore extremists that need somebody to like light the torch for them. I think those are the people that watch them. That's real. The thing I'm liking about, like, I'm opening up more to Charlie Kirk as I watch these, because I think, like, you know, having an open form discussion with people is good. Like, opening people's minds to, like, you know, different opinions or whatever. Even if you disagree with it, you don't like it, you hate him or whatever, like, I still think it's like a good thing to have a talk, you know, even if you don't like it. I think that's fine. But obviously, like, Asman hasn't debated anyone. I don't think he ever will. Hassan tried to debate Ethan and got fucking absolutely shat on, so I don't know what's gonna happen there. Anyway, Hold on, Lost Trend. What is the Coldplay thing? Total West. Hang on. Is it gonna load? Hold up. Okay, so it's no longer left and right. It's humanity versus insanity. I agree. A lot of, like, it's really difficult to associate yourself with people who do want to eliminate you just for having a different opinion. Like, it's really, really hard to associate people with that. And like, I don't want to say Asmon's right. Oh yeah, I'll play the video in a second. I don't want to say Asmon's right. It's a meme, right? But like, I think he is correct about saying that it's shit like this that's gonna end up leading to like the destruction of the LGBTQ movement in general, and like people are gonna fucking end up getting gay marriage revoked and stuff. Like, it's only gonna push people like further and further away, because like, dude, I feel like in fucking 10-20 years people are gonna look at the pride flag and like associate it with like disgust. Like, whoa, dude, you're gonna fly a pride flag? You're one of those. Like, I feel like that's where things are heading currently, because like, man, it's getting bad. Like, it's getting genuinely bad. Like, fucking hell.
And so, with that in mind, for the final time for a few years in London, let's raise our hands like this and send love anywhere you want to send it in the world. And there are so many places that might need it today. So here it comes from London. You can send this to your brother or your sister. You can send it to the families of people who've been going through terrible stuff. You can send it to Charlie Kirk's family. You can send it to anybody's family. You can send it to people you disagree with, but you send them love anyway. You can send it to peaceful people in the Middle East, in Ukraine, in Russia, in Azerbaijan, in Sudan, in Somalia, anywhere that you think might need love from London. Here it comes. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And so, with that in mind,
I had no idea this was even happening in London, by the way. I did hear about the monumental protests in the UK, by the way, that fucking blew the hell up. There's like now millions, hundreds of millions of people marching for the UK, which is insane. That's huge. The shit on. Oh yeah, Mikasa. I have seen that as well. Because like, yeah, like, I'm all for equality and, you know, treating people the same way and whatever, but like, you know, think things are kind of getting like fucking way out of hand, right? Like, goddamn. And the prog left. I mean, the fucking super far left also view like white people as, you know, villainous, and people do like. I forget, there's a guy, is his name Nick Fuentes or something? There's some guy, I don't know much about him, I don't know if it's Nick Fuentes, it's there's some progressive, like, left-leaning, like, TikTok fucking Gen Z fucking podcaster dude, who was in tears about Charlie Kirk, but then everybody was like shitting, his entire audience was shitting on him because he's a fucking white guy. It's like, it doesn't matter how much you want to believe that you're on the side of, like, you know, being progressive and stuff. If you're white, they don't give a shit. It's fucked up. Nick Fuentes. Oh, Nick Fuentes is the guy. He's got the fucking like flannel shirt and shit, right? That's okay. I don't know the name of the guy who's got blonde hair and he's like he's the guy who was like crying about his vape pen or some shit. I don't know the name of that guy. Also, Mopey, I saw you there. Right. It is messed up. You're right. He's a trainer. Damn. It's a groiper. Dude, I have only recently heard of the word groiper, right? I've only very recently heard of that, and now everyone's using it everywhere. Like, it's the new... like, I know what it means, but it's like the new meme. It's like, oh man, you're a fucking groiper, mate. You're a groiper. And like, to me, it's hilarious, by the way, hearing the word groiper, because I live next to a place called Groper Creek, and it's like, that's like one letter away from being groiper. so stupid. Holy shit. Holy shit. What is groiper? Hang on. I actually don't know if it'll translate correctly. Sugar, would you like to explain to everybody what a groiper is? Surely you've heard of that term. It's a pretty old term. Say old. It goes back a fair ways. Caboose, I am still doing this shit, if you could believe it. Yes. Yes, or am. Oh, we'll get back to the Steam discussions.
Groipers are some far-right online group known for their dank memes. They're like to cause a ruckus, messing with political events and all. It's quite the kerfuffle.
Call me a groiper. Creek that gropes. You can imagine the jokes when I was growing up in school, right? Like, you know, you can imagine the gropes like, Groper? I barely knew her. The Mario movie casting movies. I haven't seen the memes for it, but I did hear that, you know, they get in the cast back again. Fucking, what's his name? Chris Pratt coming back as Mario. Wahoo and all that. Talking about the dog shit game. I haven't gone back to play Dustborn, and I know I really should, because I kind of owe it to the developers to, like, finish the game after, like, you know, fucking, you know, kind of maybe slightly, like, maybe shitting on Lost Room, what the fuck? That's kind of funny. They're gonna have to make him Captain Toad. All right, come on now. Come on now. I do want to see Charlie Day as Mr. L, though.
You're asking me about groipers? Ugh, you know these things bore me to pieces, Master. But fine.
Sugar,
groipers are these internet weirdos, right?
Yeah.
They use that weird-looking Pepe the Frog in a way to get all political online, thinking they're some smart trolls or something. Honestly, I think they're just a bunch of basement-dwelling nerds. By the way, happy now, Master.
Of him in the tracksuit, I did not think of a groiper first, by the way. The first thing I thought of was the Counter-Strike meme. That was the first thing, like the Slav squat. That's the first thing I thought of. I did not think of groiper. I don't know where people are getting fucking groipers from. Jesus Christ. One crucial detail. I don't know what the crucial detail is. Play their work shit. I should have gotten it on sale. Can you believe it went on sale like a fucking month after for like fucking $20? Damn. Could have saved me a lot of money. Anyway, I forgot. The time traveler, right.
That's a UC San Diego problem, not a Charlie Kirk problem, right?
No, and it's not, and it's...
Because he completely... I forgot. The whole context, right? She's like, people online and people at college campuses and stuff see you as like some evil, vile, like horrible human being. And he's like, that's not a me problem. That's the school's problem. She's the time traveler. She knows. She can't say it directly. She can't say it exactly what she wants to say, and she has to talk around it.
And it's not to say it's a problem of you. No.
And meaning, like, and I read there was some op-ed journalist where they said, ignore Charlie, you know, ignore him. But what they're saying is that they are not either smart enough or they're not intellectually mature enough to have a discussion with a conservative on any issue. I have literally almost no notes. I have like a couple charts to show you if the topics come up. You guys can use AI, you guys can use Grok, you could use whatever you want. Yeah. You could bring a professor, you could bring 5 of your top libs together.
There was some guy, it was a kid I feel kind of bad for, who came up with his phone, and he had this very insightful point. And Charlie's like, you know, you can put your phone down and look at me, and Charlie answers it. and then, you know, waits for the kid's, you know, counterpoint, like his opinion in response to that. And the kid's like, he's like trying to think of it. He can't think of it. He's like, can I just look at my phone? I feel so bad for the people addicted to AI these days, man. They're fucked. But yeah, he had to quickly check ChatGPT and Grok, so he knew how to respond. That poor guy.
Debate me, right?
Yeah.
Do I, other side? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And you guys can debate me at any time. I fail to understand why, well, actually, I know the reason. Speech is not a left-wing value. And they do not believe in freedom of speech. They believe in totalitarian control. There are exceptions to that. So if they have a problem, I think this is one of the best ways, not the best way. I literally could not be more open to disagreement. I say if you disagree, you go to the front of the line.
Yeah.
And I mean, how often do you as conservatives get a chance to challenge liberals on campus, right? And being welcomed, ever?
Oh, absolutely, almost never. Definitely
Because
not in
speech is not a
class.
left-wing value.
No, but to say that, I mean, with all of that being said, that is very true. But ultimately, what happens here is I see a lot of, like, the ideas just being like bubbled against, and so like when I talk to my friends, their ideas aren't changed from these conversations, and so I wonder if there's just like a.
You would be surprised. I'm sorry to interrupt. What happens here gets seen hundreds of millions of times on social media.
Absolutely, yes.
The crowds are growing, and so look, some people are going to remain closed-minded. They're not going to, you know, have their horizons open, but that's on them, right? They have to actually want to pursue the truth and not just have their own worldview confirmed.
And then I guess that's where I disagree, because I think fundamentally there is truth within anything, and I believe that maybe I would ask you like to say, to see that like you have a big role in this. You have a big fan base and a big media base that you are making incredible change, and to take it just one step further would be really trying to push the narrative against this being like a place where people are just like debating. It's more than that.
What would you like to see?
I guess maybe it's more of a question. I guess, I don't know, moving forward, like...
Again, she's a time traveler. She can't say. She can't. It's very unfortunate. What the fuck is her point? She, like, you know, wants to actually have a proper open discussion, but there's no real way to do that, period. Like, even after, like, you know, let's say, hypothetically, if he didn't get shot, and he just went away and stopped doing what he did, nobody on college campuses, like, things will just go back to the way they were. There's no real effort being made to actually, like, change colleges completely. I guess outside of, like, Charlie Kirk doing it, right? Pretty much. Also, Caboose, don't tell anyone to follow me, alright? I don't want to have to actually do something for the 1K mark, okay? I don't want to actually have to fucking think of something. I want to remain under 1K forever.
Like trying to maybe to see that like instead of using these really fast tactics and to really like try to bring it down, not to say someone is not to say that they're no.
As she's trying to get to this point, Mopi, there was a, oh my god, what was it? There was a guy, unrelated to Charlie Kirk. It was because I know people on the far left just keep continuously repeating talking points and don't actually like think things through completely. They just parrot what somebody else has already said and treats that as fact because, well, they're more educated, so they would know. Why would they lie? When it came up to the topic of like Ethan Klein, people obviously keep parroting over and over and over again that he's a Zionist, he supports Israel and all this shit. And like, there was a guy that had a call in with presumably, allegedly, maybe a Hassan viewer, who knows. And it was somebody who like, the guy who was taking the call in, he like kind of has his disagreements with Ethan, but like, you know, knows what his values are and all that kind of shit. And the guy who was on the phone, I say on the phone, it was Discord call, you know what I mean? He was like, oh, you know, Ethan's a Zionist and he supports Israel and all this shit. And the guy was like, well, can you give me like an example? Can you like tell me like, you know, why do you think he supports Israel? And the guy who was on the call, he was just like, well, there's like millions of examples. There's loads of examples. All right, you really want me to sit here and like try and go through like all of the examples? And like, he was just like, yeah, give me just one example of Ethan supporting Israel, and that's it. Just one, just exactly one. And the guy on the phone was like, well, so you want me to go through like all of his stuff and like, you know, find one thing. You want me to go through the entire thing, and you just want me to find like an example. You just want me to come back with an example. And he's like, yeah, come back with an example that he's pro-Zionist and tell me about it, because then I'll change my opinion on it. And of course, it doesn't exist. There is no, like, he's never done that. Ethan's been adamantly against it the whole time. Yet for some reason, somehow, everyone online calls him a fucking Zionist Nazi. And it's like, where does that come from? Like, who's doing that? And obviously, you got people like fucking Bad Empanada, Ethan fucking, I don't know, Hassan Piker and shit, like, repeating this over and over and over again. And like, this is why it becomes an echo chamber, because if enough people say it, eventually they start believing their own shit. And then there's no way out of it. Like, good God.